Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Win Games here, and I have for you a magical musketeer deck profile. So the balance happened. I've been tweaking around a little build with it, and honestly, I really like this build now. It has an insane good grind game, but as well as there's a little spicy things in here for you guys. But lately, I haven't been able to upload lately. I have a lot of stuff going on, but I'm trying to get back into uploading a lot more often. But let's just get straight into it. Extra deck. We're playing the main. So we're playing the 3 cast bar. Very standard. It's your searcher of the entire deck. Honestly, just this is your best normal summon other than Starfire. And whenever you're gonna go into Starfire, you always want to have cast bar in the field. It's just really good. And all the magical musketeer monsters allow you to activate spells and traps for your opponent during your opponent's turn and during your turn as well. And it is a lingering effect, but you have to Imperm is honestly your worst matchup with Imperm. You're playing the 3 Starfire. Starfire is just really good, allowing you to get an extra body on the field, and just make sure that you keep on always having a musket in your field, and just allows you to go into rank 4 plays as well as link climb. So we're playing 3 up. We're playing the 3 Kid Brave for allowing us to keep on digging through our deck. Kid Brave, you get to discard 1 magical musketeer card and then draw 2 cards, which is just really good and allows us to cycle through any outs that we need to our opponent's board. We're playing the 2 Dock, honestly just for recovery, because we don't want to extinguish all of our resources very early. And Dock allows you to just keep on going with whatever plans you have. And we're playing a lot of level 3s, so I do have some rank 3s in the extra deck. The one Calamity, the one Wild. Wild allows us to just shuffle everything back into our deck, allows us to have max as more of resources, and Calamity allows us to special summon 1 from the graveyard, pretty much a Call the Haunted type effect. And these are both level 4, so we got to go more into rank 4 plays. For the only hand trap, I'm playing 3 Ash Blossom. Honestly, this hits every card in the meta right now, and I don't think that Fag Veiler would be really good because you can't hit the spells and traps, and special summoning from the deck, they already have their effect already. So I think Ash Blossom is the best one. Best hand trap right now. People aren't playing Imperm as much anymore since we are out of a combo heavy format. We're playing more control. And now for the spiciness of the deck, we're playing the 2 Alpha and the 1 Pinkertops. I was playing Alpha, and man, this card comes up a lot. So, in case you didn't know, Muskets have the best Drytron matchup and the best Virtual matchup. If you want to beat those 2 decks, this is the deck for you if you're on a low budget. Alpha allows us to just summon this out. They'll probably do Calamities, Calling Earth, will chain Alpha, bouncing itself, and it does not target, so even if they have Dragoon as well, if we bait out the negate, we can send Dragoon back to the extra deck, and then we can summon this out again. And also, a good little thing, you can summon out Pinkertops, and then since Calamities is 3k, you can summon out Alpha as well. So that's just a little thing as well. You got to pop on True Shit, you got to return on Calamities. They'll either chain Calamities now, or you can just do both effects. But also, if you have 2 Alphas, you can summon them both out if they have more, we're playing against Dragon Link. Dragon Link's still in the format, but not as much. You can summon both of these out. You can, after Alpha, return both of them to your hand, and then summon them both of them again. If you do have, if they have more attack than you, and then you get 2 pops, and you get to run 2 things over as well. So that's just really, really good. And the one thing that Muskets struggle run is they struggle along with having big bodies on the board. Alpha is just one of those things where their summon is not hard once per turn, and allows you to just summon this out, return a Golden Lord, or return whatever they need, and then just summon this out again and beat over something. And also, this is a quick fight during their player's turn, I believe so. So I think that this is just really good. Pinkertops as well. just a free pop and a free body on the board. That's it for the monster count. Honestly, that's just really good. Dodging calamities as well. But for the spells, we are playing the triple imperm with the deck. And honestly, this is your best out of Vanity's Ruler. If they're not, like, most of the builds are playing, they're ending on Heraldry Mirage Lights and Vanity's Ruler with, like, orange, light, and Eva in their hand. This will, like break their board, because if you summon any musket, you'll, like, battle phase, attack over the Mirage Lights, yeah, they'll add their bent hands, whatever. But then you go Cross Domination, or you go Desperado, and you'll pop the Vanity's Ruler. And honestly, that's it. Like, you can special summon all you want now. So that's just really, really good. And then we're only playing like a few bodies on the board, so Natasha isn't that big of a problem. But I will teach you guys how to break those boards as well. We are playing the triple Ties of the Brethren. Ties is just really, really good, allowing us to have a go first option. A lot of the Drytron builds are not playing hand traps. Mainly they're playing Ash. But honestly, Drytron is playing more of a monster negate, and we're playing more spells and traps. So honestly, I think that having Ties has a really good opening on our hand. We have like Caspar, Starfire, and Kid Brave on the field with Doc as well. And then we have a plethora of spells and traps in our hand. So it's just a lot of negation, and they'll probably not be able to break through that. So I think having 3 is just making sure that we see it. For the draw engine, we're playing the 2 Pot of Desires. Pot of Desires is really good, allowing us to cycle through more draws. Main draws are really good hand trap in the format, so we do have to worry about that. But if we're doing Desires, they'll probably Ash it, and then we'll go normal any musket, go into max, and then combo off after that. So I think Desire is just really good at bidding on hand traps as well. We might lose a bit of our resources, but honestly, Doc and Wild and Calamity can just recycle everything back. We're playing 2 Forbidden Chalice. Forbidden Chalice is just really good. Imperm is not as favorable as much as this format. I think Chalice is just a lot better, because you get to activate it under a musket, which Imperm does not allow us to do, since we need to control no face-up cards or cards on our field. And I think that Chalice allows us to just like do negation. Obviously, a little thing with 400 attack. If they have a monster that's like 3k, and then we could just up the attack for Chalice, bounce everything, and then summon out Alpha again. So it just gives you more of access to Alpha as well. So that 400 attack does come up sometimes. You can't beat over something, but Alpha can just clear that out as well. For a second one-ups, we're playing the 1 Callback Grave, the 1 Monster Reborn, the 1 Double or Nothing, and the 1 Upstart Goblin. Upstart is a +2 in our deck, honestly. Monster Reborn, if we do get rid of a Dragoons or something like that, we are allowed to bring it back and then just start killing the game and ending the game quickly. Callback Grave, most control decks will have a hand trap in their hand, or like something that they really need in their graveyard. So Callback Grave allows us to just like make sure we get our plays going. And I was thinking about cutting out the Double or Nothing, but here's the thing. A lot of the control decks do not have a way to kill you the next turn. These decks are trying to outgrind you as fast as they can. Double or Nothing will, like, I just want to like hit the OTK button like just like that. So having Double or Nothing allows us just like, we can catch them off guard. If they summon out like a Vanity's Ruler or something, and then we negate it with Cross Domination, because sometimes their hands are not as good, and they'll end on like Vanity's Ruler pass. We do Cross Domination, we'll just kill them. So they're probably expecting a set 3 pass, like something like Zodiac Eldritch or Dogmatic, whatever it is. And so I think that Double or Nothing is just really good at turning on the win button as fast as we can during like the late game as well. That's it for the spells. For the traps, we are playing the 2 Last Stand. We are playing a lot of back row, so I think Last Stand is really good. We might up it up to 3, but honestly, I don't see the space for it. I might play the 3rd as a side and take out the Double or Nothing if they do see that we are playing that. And then having more of a control way of making sure that we don't get dogmatic of punishment or something like that. The 2 dancing needle, again, we might up to 3, but honestly, this card puts in work. The fact that this can banish all the Drytrons, the Cyberangel Bentens. You get rid of Bentens, you get rid of Natasha, which is their win button. You get rid of the Drytrons, you get rid of the grind game. They need 2 or 3 at least Drytrons to combo off. And then for Virtual World, you literally banish the entire graveyard in the late game. So like you can banish the Cloud Castles, you can banish the Synchros as well, and mainly the main deck monsters. So just make sure that you have a way to make sure they don't have any graveyard. And then we're playing the 2 Desperado. Desperado just pops a card on the field. Just really, really good. We can activate during your opponent's turn or during our turn. We can get rid of Zeus. If we're playing the Dark Ruler no more in the side deck, we can get rid of the Dragoon, Monster Born in the back, and then use Dragoon's effect to get rid of the board. I just really like this card a lot. And we can play through their battle phase, so we can get rid of a lot of misc plays, so against dinos. So just really, really good spot removal. And the one I'm playing, the one Phoenix Deal and the one Crooked Crown. Crooked Crown is just our way to deal with calamities. Because calamities is during it'll play its turn, but we can chain Crooked Crown. Like we cannot summon it and not activate their effects. So we can go Crooked Crown set. We can activate Crooked Crown their turn. We can bring this out, and then we can put in like the main extra deck monster zone. That way we don't get any like shenanigans with Geonator or something like that. So Crooked Crown allows us to get a special summon during the main phase, and Phoenix Deal allows us to not be destroyed by card effects with the monsters. So Phoenix Deal makes it so we can't get really dogmatic of punishment, something like that. So I think that just has a lot of really recovery, and also Phoenix Deal allows us to recur if it gets destroyed by opponent's card effect. You get to add a musket card from my deck or to my graveyard to my hand. It's another copy of itself. But these are just really good continuous trap cards that your opponent will probably be annoyed with. But for the extra deck, for the rank 4, we're playing the Access Code and the Boral Sword. Honestly, I just have these as options. If we're playing against Zoo Eldritch or something like that, and we know that Utopia Double will not work, we can just side things out and then play away so we can link forward to Access Code or Boral Sword Dragon just to go for the automatic kill. Excuse me. For the links, we're playing the Number Unicorn and the Phoenix. Again, utility. I do not play Cerberus. I am thinking about it. Cerberus is good, but honestly, I think Unicorn spinning back cards and not having them in the graveyard is a little bit better. Phoenix, like everyone's playing back row, so Phoenix is just more of a viable threat. We are playing the best card of an extra deck, which is Magical Musketeer Max. So for anyone that does not know what this card do, Magical Musketeer Max allows us to, based on the amount of back row your opponent has, you get to summon out monsters, and based on the amount of front row your opponent has, you get to add spells and traps. So this will just fill our hand based on the amount of board that our field will contain. This is everyone playing like set 3, set 4 pass. You get to just keep on summoning out monsters, or with Virtual World, you get to keep on adding spells and traps. It's a Link 1 as well. And we know how broken Link 1s are. We are playing the one Mechaba and the one Cyber Dragon Nova, just for the Dogmatica package. Honestly, we're not playing a Tisk, because honestly, if we're not playing Maximus, then it's not really that good, and we don't want it to be clogging up a space in our extra deck. Then we can use something to help us. But then again, if they're playing Maximus, you want a free body on the board. So I think Nova is good, and then we'll just send a random Exceeds that we do not need, or we don't plan on using, like games 2 and 3. We set out the double or nothing. We can send a Utopia double or something like that. So I think this is just really good utility based on the format. We are playing the Phantom Knights as a break sword. Honestly, just really good. A 2k beat stick, allowing us to beat over something that could be problematic for us. And we get a free pop as well. We are playing the Utopia Double package, which is double Utopia Double will search as double or nothing and summon out Utopia and attack for 10,000, which is really good. And then we are playing, because I've been playing a lot of remote duels, and honestly, those games go long. Honestly, so I think having Galaga Cowboy to check out little wins is just really good in the time rules. Or if your opponent's at like a few hundred life points left, you can summon out the Cowboy. It'll either bait out a negation or they'll use resources to make sure they don't die. And if they attack, it becomes a 2500 beat stick. And then make sure that you get to allow us to beat over any monster. And you're playing the one Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is good in this format, allowing us to make sure that our Drytron players may not play the game. So I think it's just really, really cool. And we're playing the one Zeus, because Zeus is amazing. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys would be changing. I will bring you guys a Plunder Patrol deck profile because of the new support. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, but signing off, peace.